can get the color gem if you die, if you haven't hit the checkpoint, because I just did it.
Oh, thank goodness.
So
that's good to know.
I mean, the lab is kind of, well, then again, all these levels are pretty hard to die at the beginning. But if you're like me...
oh, poop sock. I missed.
Can you get the...
Missed the thing.
Can you get the color gem and lights out right now?
Nope.
That's what I thought.
You have to get it from...
Lights out got the purple gem.
Mm-hmm.
But you need another... I think you need the yellow gem.
Mm-hmm. And you get that from the lab.
Yeah. Fucking lab. But actually, this is the...
gosh darn it. Yeah, because it's half the level.
Yeah. Fuck me! I say it's the easiest and then I die.
Okay. I really had to concentrate on this one. Did you know you can spin the slime things?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
You talking about on the slime things from the lab?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Because the reason I thought you couldn't is because it teaches you in the last level of Embryo that you have to step on it. So that's why I always thought.
I accidentally found that out one day. I think I have a habit of pressing because my thumb covers the X and square button. So I have it to, oh fuck me, I just got hit.
Oh yeah, the same thing.
I can't see.
Sometimes
fuck me, I just died.
Oh shoot.
So sometimes I have a tendency to fuck. I just
rest in peace. I died. This is the first color gem I actually had to restart out of all of them. And it's just because of the jump. You know, those
you're still ahead of me. So you still got plenty of breathing room.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh, you did not have to agree like that.
Well, I mean,
oh fuck.
The hardest thing is because it doesn't give you a map, and I gotta restart. I don't have to restart, but I have to die.
If you haven't hit a checkpoint, you're fine.
Yeah.
And I was at the end, and I lost my Aku. Where the fuck I was going. Lighthouse is the easiest one. Why am I fucking up? And I accidentally spin the rat into the damn Aku box. This time I'm gonna wait.
I remember on your PS1 playthrough a long time ago, I think you actually managed to, at one part, oh gosh darn it, you managed to actually recover from that in the darkness.
Yeah. It's possible to do it, it's just hard. But I beat it.
Oh thank God. Jeez. This is the hardest bonus stage in my opinion on the lab. Because you have to...
Oh, everything about the lab just blows. Sucks dick. Oh, do I have... Yeah, I do. Okay. I had to make sure I had the stupid blue gem for Jaws of Darkness.
Jaws of Darkness, yeah. That's what I... Just get away. The annoying electric guy person.
I kind of vaguely remember which snake I wasn't supposed to spin, so I'm just gonna jump on all of them because I ain't got time to be redoing this level. I'm already behind, and I'm still at 90 lives. How does that even work?
Dang, how did you get those back? I'm on 85.
I don't know.
How are you? Huh? All right.
Oh, you didn't know? I'm a hacker.
Oh. Okay.
I'm a magician.
This is a messed up level. Nope. Nope.
Well, when I lose, I want to be, somewhat close to you. not 5 levels behind.
I don't like this rotation. I never said that. Resetting that rotation. Better. Okay. Okay, much better. Oh my god. You know that last... Hold on. I better not say anything. Okay, hold on. Okay. You know that last part, that last jump right before the TNT, like before that long section?
Oh, yeah.
That was not synced up, so I had to reset that.
Yeah. Is it ever synced up?
Sometimes, yeah.
I could never get it synced up.
Like, I even watched a speed run of someone played through this, and they had issues with the syncing on a lot of these levels. This is a game I would not like to speed run just because too many inconsistencies.
Oh, no. And that's the reason why it's hard to get the relics in this game.
Mm-hmm.
But you see what I mean? How these the level design isn't made for the relic runs. They're really not. And then you don't have the slide. You don't have slide. You don't have the running shoe. You know, it's rough. I still can't believe I managed to do that. Now that blue path does not. Uh-oh, I think I screwed up. No, I didn't. I'm thinking of the other blue path. I thought I skipped over a Cortex. What the fuck? I thought I passed a Cortex icon, but it's in the second blue section. I'm good. Okay, you didn't. Okay, whatever. I got hit. Ooh! Ooh! I almost died. Did you finish the lap yet?
Oh yeah, I finished Lights Out just now.
Oh, you lucky duck.
I know, right?
That's fucked up. I'm sad. There's no way I'm catching up. There's no way. If you didn't struggle with that level, then there's no way I can catch up.
I mean, I did die a lot, 5 times.
Yeah.
It was.
You ain't got to make me feel better.
It was mostly at the beginning, like halfway through the level.
What the? Ooh, how did I do that? 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 Oh my. You're gonna see on my screen how I fucked up and missed the damn last box in the Cortex stage.
Uh-oh.
And you're gonna be like, how did she do that? And my answer to you is, I don't know. I fucked that up big time. It blew up the second box. I wasn't expecting it to do that.
Oh, sometimes. Fumbling in the dark. Quite a questionable level.
Yeah. You think?
Man, I can't believe, like, what were they thinking of the first game? Not allowing you to, not saving those crates. That's insane.
I question the whole you got to do every level perfectly thing. I just.
But yeah, I think Crash 2, that's much better in like balance, isn't it?
Oh yeah. Because they took the original formula and fuck! I cannot do this Cortex stage. they took the formula and just improved upon it like sequels are supposed to do. Like Spyro 1, it was a good one, but I find myself not going back to it nowhere near as much as 2 and 3 because, it's just so much more to do in 2 and 3.
Mm-hmm.
Same thing with Jack and Daxter is a little bit more questionable, but because of the difficulty of the second one. But it thank God I got this stupid key. 2 and 3 just expanded more and fleshed out the series more than 1 did. And then same thing with Ratchet and Clank, same thing with Sly Cooper, it's expected for any game series really. Same thing with Legend of Zelda. Like he was a little green dude with a wooden sword. How the fuck did I just And now we got open world voice acting. Who would have thought Zelda would have a voice at this time?
Yeah, I know, that's strange. I know a lot of people didn't like Zelda.
What, the character or her voice actress?
Her voice actress. For English, I'm like, I'm alright with it. I don't see the issue.
Yeah, I don't see the issue either. I thought it was pretty cool. But I find it weird that, like, I know that obviously Zelda isn't a American exclusive. Well, it is popular here, but it expanded in Japan first. But I don't know how I didn't die. But have you noticed that there are a lot of actors, voice actors, that have an accent in like English versions of games, if that makes any sense?
Yeah, that's what. Oh, you mean like actual British?
Like Zelda. Yeah, like Zelda, like she's in English, and that's not from Japan or anything, but it's like they're not American, like they're from like British or something. They're like British or something like that. The same thing with Final Fantasy 15. The character Ignis, he has an accent. I want to say he's British. That's a British voice actor, but it's a lot of voice actors that are like different nationalities that's voicing, English-based characters, and I think it's just so cool. Biggs and Wedge in Final Fantasy 15 is another one. Is another good example because they have heavy ass accents, and I think it's hilarious. I question their fashion, but like seriously, when we get done with this Crash race, look up Biggs and Wedge's Final Fantasy 15 design. It does not match.
Not.
It looked like they look like they're about to fight in like World War One or something like that. Like they do not match their attire from their nation at all. Like they really don't. I just found it pretty neat that Square Enix finally put a Biggs and Wedge inside a Final Fantasy game. I think it's been a while. Because I don't think there was one in 13. And if there was in 14, I don't know about it because I didn't play 14.
Oh, the MMO.
Yeah,
I played it for a little bit.
The MMO not RPGs. The MMO Final Fantasies I never played. Although what's her name? She's on Dissidia. I think she's from Final Fantasy 11. The little short girl, the short lady. She always rhyming.
Can't tell.
Shinoto.
Don't ask me because I'm not familiar that well with the Final Fantasy lore.
Oh man, she's hilarious. She's not from I think she is from 11. She's freaking hilarious. She rhymes like she's Gruntilda. But she's also sassy. I like that. And she comes up to all the other characters' knees. Like she's shorter than Zidane from
Dang.
Final Fantasy. Which, by the way, I thought his name was Zidane. And they were like, Zidane! And I was like, who the hell is Zidane? And then they were like, Titus. And I was like, who the hell?
Oh, it's
You mean Titus?
Is it? Oh, yeah. Oh, like, wait, really? It's Titus?
No, his name is actually Titus.
Oh. Uh-oh. Titus.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, that's his name.
That sounds not as cool.
That's his name. Titus. And I was like, who the fuck is Titus?
Wait a
I was saying
second.
Kuja right, though. Seeing Kuja in like the newer Final Fantasy Dissidia, I question who the fuck designed him. I really do.
I think with the... I think you were right. With the Hyrule, you can't get that without a... I swear I thought you... Unless there's... Wow, that's weird. I guess you can get it because I didn't see it.
That's what I said.
Oh, I remember now. At the start is what you had to go.
It's at the back.
Yeah.
Yeah. I knew that part.
I could have sworn. What am I? Wait, what am I thinking of?
You don't know.
I don't know. What?
Maybe it's in the same level.
Like 2 gems?
Two
Oh,
roots.
maybe.
I think it is.
Wow.
I think it is. And I fucked up and I skipped over that level as well.
Oh, it's fine because, I mean, going back to, you didn't require a gem.
Fuck.
You are right. Now I remember. It's that one. Yeah.
I know the parts that you're talking about. And I think it's both in the same level.
Yeah, I forgot. I was like, they wouldn't put 2 things like that in the same level, but I guess they did.
Shit. Something told me, because I was looking, I was like, I don't see no hollow gem. But I was too invested in the level already. I was like, fuck it.
Yeah, I guess it's like it's not a big deal because I mean I missed it too, so it's kind of like.
I mean, I'm not gonna win anyway, so.
Wait, where are you at right now?
I am on Castle Machinery.
Oh, ooh,
Yeah.
Oh my god!
Yeah, I died quite a lot.
And I
Judge me later.
Oh, that's the worst. That's the worst when you die with an invincible Aku mask.
Oh, what you do? Fall down the thing?
Toxic waste. I tried to make the jump when the platform was coming back, but
It didn't work out that way.
no. Nope.
I almost died at the very end of the level. I was about to cry. Oh man.
I also have a question. Your thing is still recording, right? Just making sure.
Yeah.
Because I know what Gato, I don't know if it happens to yours, but it's like after 2 hours, it like stops recording.
Really?
Yeah, that yours doesn't do that, huh?
I haven't had no issues.
I did that like a little some swipe.
I've done, just from experience from my weekend walkthroughs, especially not when I was doing Shimu, because those sessions were long as hell. I think the longest I've recorded with the Elgato was 3 hours.
Mm-hmm.
So
That's weird. I don't know why it does that.
and you have the what the fuck? I hate these.
It's the older
things.
one.
I have the older one as well.
Weird.
Maybe it doesn't like you.
Maybe. Did I get like a ghetto version of so,
Like the
because it's always done that no matter what. Even when even on my new computer, does that.
Really?
Yeah.
They maybe just don't like you. Because I remember, like, well, not with the auto, but it was the reason why I switched my capture cards. I had the HD PVR, and I don't know if you remember, but it was hard for me to do like Wii content on my channel because the signal would just drop completely. And I thought it was fuck. I thought it was because of the component cables that came with the HD PVR,
Mm-hmm.
but no, I had bought separate Wii component cables and it still dropped. And every time the signal would drop, it would fucking a. It would mess up my recording session.
Then that's frustrating.
Yeah, because I would have to redo everything that I recorded. And some sessions I would manage to get through without it dropping at all.
Okay. Oh, I see. I
It was
see.
really bad when I did Final Fantasy. Seriously.
Mm. And I
Really
can't get out of
I
this.
miss Final Fantasy 4. I should play that.
I can't wait till the new one comes out. Cause since like I never beat it, you never beat it yet.
Be what?
Yet Final Fantasy 7.
Oh, yeah. I'm gonna work on that tomorrow. I just gotten let's see, without spoiling the game for all 2 people in America that never played Final Fantasy 7. I just got the last character. And I got the two optional ones as well. Which they're not hard to get. But playing that game made me realize that I do hope that they improve the interactions between the characters, because it's like it's badly written.
What? Badly written?
It is.
Are you questioning the greatest game of all time?
Yes, I am. This is the same girl who talks shit about Final Fantasy VIII, which is her favorite game of all time. It's fucking A. So, oh yeah, give me a pity mask, why don't you? Because I've died 7 times on Embryo. Yeah, the dialogue in that game. I mean, granted, it's hilarious, especially when you get Sid. He start yelling at everyone, making sure I go make tea for Cloud in the party.
Mm-hmm.
And I think Cloud said something along the line like, "Oh, that's that," and Sid's like, "No, shut up, sit down in those chairs and drink your goddamn tea." I did a screenshot of it on Twitter. I was like, oh my
shit.
God, I cannot get past these purple things.
I messed up.
I had to screenshot that. I thought that was so hilarious. And it's like in the remake, there's 3 things that they have to have in that remake over the course of the whole remake. Because, like we talk about, like we said earlier before we started recording, it's episodic. They need to have the cross-dressing thing to go say for where Cloud had cross-dress to go say Tifa. They need to have that. They need to have the mini game where Tifa smacks Scarlet over and over again. Okay, that's the second thing. The third thing they need to do is uncensor Sid. Like that needs to happen.
Oh, he was censored?
Yeah, like he didn't say like he'll say damn or ass, but he wouldn't say shit or fuck. They'll have like weird symbols like a $, exclamation mark, to bleep him out.
I want to. What is?
They do Barrett like that too. Sid's not the only one because him and Barrett and Sid are some sailors.
Because I'm thinking, has a Final Fantasy game ever been M-rated?
No.
I don't think the new one is either. Is it? I think it's.
No. It's they've all been rated T.
I mean, it makes sense, I guess, because a lot of
but I just want at least one F-bomb.
can't they actually like do one F-bomb, or is that just a movie? The movie that can do it. If there's like PG-13, I think you're allowed one F word apparently.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
I wonder if that allowed in games.
I don't know.
Oh, I don't know.
That'd be nice.
Yeah.
Who doesn't want to hear say who doesn't want Sid to say "fuck you" to someone? I know I want to. Damn, they give you these Tawna tokens early in the lab.
Oh shoot, rip in peace. Yeah, they do. Actually, the lab is pretty short. It's just like hard.
Yeah, you just got to be careful with your jumps. And then they do this dick move with the stupid TNT. Hidden behind some boxes.
Oh yeah.
So your instinct is to spin into it.
That's probably the worst one in the game, actually. That's like the only time they do it. That's like the worst. It's like, I can't, that's just some bad design.
Yeah. Fuck. I think I fucked up the bonus round.
Oh yeah, I had to keep down. Yeah, I like floated like probably 3 times because you hit the top box.
Yeah. I'm missing 2. Yep, time to die. I remember it when I broke the damn box.
Yeah, that's why I said that's the worst bonus level.
Yeah, that's the ultimate dick move. Good job, Naughty Dog. Should we blame Naughty Dog or Activision?
Let's go to Activision.
Okay.
I mean, they.
Oh, fuck me!
They could have removed it, but they didn't.
They did. That is true.
Like, I'm all for having, like, being faithful to a game, but when there's, like, some issues, should probably be changed.
When there's some, like, major flaw shit going on. Fuck! I missed it. Ho ho ho! This is gonna be the bane of my existence. Cause you gotta be so fucking precise with it.
Let's see. I'm gonna read this first.
Okay, I think I got him. Okay, stop hopping on it, Crash, you dunce.
Oh.
Oh, that broke way earlier. Fuck! Than I expected, and it threw me all off. Luckily, I'm only dying on the bonus stage, for what it's worth. Fuck. Oh, man.
I think I'm just gonna
happy day.
skip this rope. Oh, okay.
Jesus. I need your help, Lord. I need your help.
I don't think any amount of praying will help this game.
Oh, God. I did not mean to do that. Oh, man. You not done yet? You're not done 100% the game yet.
No, this game is pretty long. Now I have a question. If we weren't 100%ing, do you think it would have been much? I wonder what would have been different.
Yeah, it would have been. A little bit. Like Castle Machinery, we could have totally bypassed that level. If we weren't doing 100%. No. I hate these guys. Did Cortex seriously play his minions to stand on a certain platform with electrified hands
Yep.
to electrocute you if you do an ill-timed jump?
Yep.
Like he paid his people.
Actually, when you think about it, the traps Cortex has is actually really smart. Like hiding TNT so you would spin in certain things.
Yeah. And that platform was so dark, I didn't realize that it was an actual platform.
Hey, maybe it's on purpose that he actually made it.
I guess.
I mean, he's technically probably the smartest villain in terms of. Well, okay, I'll take that back. That's not. It's actually. I'm like thinking about the next two games. I'm like, probably not.
Who would be your fucking? I was a millisecond too late. Okay. Now back to what I was saying before I was rudely interrupted. Who would be your favorite villain?
That's a good question. I mean, of all time.
Well, I mean,
like in gaming.
Let me clarify. Your favorite villain in the Crash universe? I did not just seriously do that.
Might be Cortex.
I would say, Nefarious Trophy. The blue guy from Crash Bandicoot Warped. He made the time twister. And that damn accent.
Oh.
I'm such a sucker.
I know that guy. Oh.
With accent.
Is it the guy with
he's blue.
The staff, right, that can like do time stuff?
Yeah. Yeah. The blue guy.
Yeah. It's been a minute since I played Crash 3.
Yeah. I like him. He would be my favorite. Has nothing to do with that sexy accent. Nope, not at all. Oh, fuck. It's totally not the reason why Ignis from Final Fantasy is my favorite character from that game. Nope, not at all. Not at all. Not because of that dashing gentlemanness, if that's even a word, which it probably isn't, but there, hey, I made a word. His gentleman-like manners and that accent and them glasses and them cooking skills. He be cooking up some stuff. Like, seriously, when you got time, play the game. The story will piss you off, but
The story.
It would, because I kind of don't give it too much flack, because Final Fantasy VII did this, where they had to, it was so much that needed to be explained in that series that they made 3 games and a movie. Final Fantasy 15 suffers from that stigma. You got the movie, you got the anime, you got the main game, and then you have a novel. In order to fully grasp the story. And the gameplay in Final Fantasy 15 is, but you can sense the sloppiness in the story. And in the Final Fantasy game, a sloppy story is unacceptable. Like, nah. That's like having a Super Mario World game or something like that, like and all the levels just suck ass.
Dang.
Yeah, like, that's a big no-no. You don't do that. It felt rushed and sloppy. And the fact that you gotta get DLC in order to...
Yeah, I heard about that.
Yeah, to fully grasp everything was just mind-boggling.
Yeah, that sucked that you had to get DLC. Because that should have probably been included with the actual full release, huh?
Yeah, I mean, what they included in the DLC. See, I can't talk about it because we're recording, and I don't want to spoil the game. But for like future viewers or whatever. But like, it's major events that happen in the game. Um, for context, for some people, you go to this to fuck. How did I passed the hard part and I died on a stupid thing? When you get to a certain area and wake up something, when you wake up something, and when you get to this certain area, a major plot thing happens off screen, and if you don't buy the DLC, you don't know why the fuck that happened or how it happened. So it really sucks that games are really starting to do that now, where you have to buy the DLC. Like practically every game has that comes out these days.
Unless you're Nintendo.
Yeah, and I can understand if it's extra content, but if you have DLC that that players have to buy in order to get the full story, something that should have been included in the main fucking game, that people have spent 60, or if they got the deluxe edition, $80, then you should include that in the game, not make that DLC. You shouldn't make it to where if players don't get the DLC, they'll miss so much.
Yeah, that's true.
So it's like that's 15's problem. It is really the story. The music on point, the freaking character designs, the voice acting, the graphics, all that on point. I'm on par with it. I love it. That story, throw that shit in the trash.
How's the interaction between the characters?
Oh, it's good for the most part, except for the prince and his fiance. Their relationship didn't really get fleshed out like I wanted it to, especially since it's okay. It's part of the game where he has to marry his fiance in order to for the sake of the peace treaty. Um, and it wasn't just like a little peace treaty thing. Like you could tell that feelings for each other, and I get it. It's more than being political, yada yada yada. I understand that, but considering the game structure, to spoil it mildly, they don't interact with each other really. So it's like I get it, but at the same time, you guys, you didn't flush out that relationship. But the relationship between the prince and his three friends are great.
Hmm.
It's just that when his friends went through some very tough times in the game, you gotta buy it. You gotta pay for it. And that's so ugh. It really does bring the game down as far as story. Because I've shelled out $60. And then to make it so bad, they got another edition called the Royal fucking Edition.
What?
Yeah, it's an edition called the Royal Edition where it's like a few added I think like one or two added cutscenes and like an extra fight, some other shit that really don't matter, but it should have also been included with the fucking game. And to top it all off, you know how like games like Mortal Kombat, they make like a complete edition with like the game and all the DLC?
Yeah.
Yeah, they didn't do that. So you would have to buy the separate episodes
Dang, that's evil.
on top of the Royal Edition if you want that extra content. And the Royal Edition was sold for $60.
Dang, that's evil.
Yeah, that's stupid.
That's like Activision or EA.
Yeah, it's like I said, it was just handled. But if you already own the original copy, like I do, you can pay, I think, what, $14 for the extra edition for the Royal edition bullshit. And then on top of that, the season pass that includes episodes. Because they have the season pass. The season pass was $15, I think. And to make it so bad, that don't include all the episodes.
So at that point, you should just buy the game again.
You pretty much are, not unless you catch it.
I have a question. Do you know if the Royal Edition has all the DLC on the disc?
No, it doesn't.
Oh.
Yeah. And that's why people was pissed. It's like, okay, you made a Royal Edition. If you're going to make a Royal Edition, especially selling it for like a brand new game, you at 60 plus, 60 plus whatever your state tax is, you should at least include all the DLC that you have released for that game. Y'all they milked it. Granted, they did the same for Final Fantasy VII because they made 3 movies and a movie, 3 games and a movie to explain what the fuck was going on with Final Fantasy VII. But Final Fantasy VII wasn't nowhere near as deprived as 15 is, though, when it comes to story. Like, if you were to just play Final Fantasy VII original form, you'd be good. The only thing you'd be missing out on is who the hell is Zack and Vincent's background. That's it. Because Crisis Core goes off into Sephiroth and Zack before Sephiroth went crazy. Then you got the original game. Then you got Avid Children that went into Vince's background, which he was originally wasn't supposed to make it in the first place, but he got popular. So they explained his background, which made sense because he was a part of the Turks. And Lucrezia and Sephiroth and fucking Hojo and all the other bullshit. So I understand him. But if you were to just play Final Fantasy VII itself, you would not feel deprived of a story. As opposed to 15, whereas 15, you gotta watch anime, you gotta see the damn movie, get the damn novel.
Jeez.
Figure out what the fuck is going on if you want it fleshed out. Some shit that should have been in the fucking game. That story infuriates me. It really do.
Dang, I'm getting Kingdom Hearts flashbacks.
Oh man, Kingdom Hearts. Kingdom Hearts is that type of game. Can I be honest with you about something?
You play for the Disney characters?
No.
Okay.
I play it.
That's what I do.
Oh God. I play it and I play the game and I beat the game and I just stare at the damn end screen confused as fuck.
Oh, that's every Kingdom Hearts game.
Kingdom Hearts have so many goddamn characters. It's ridiculous.
What you're talking about kind of reminds me of the what they're doing with the DLC. Kinda, because it looks like they're trying to do the same thing like you were saying with Final Fantasy, where they are adding more stuff to the story. That feels like it should have been there.
Yeah, that should have been in the story. Because it baffled me that no Final Fantasy character was in the main game. Like, none whatsoever. And it's like, okay, if you want to play Final Fantasy, character play Final Fantasy. But it's like, see, I don't remember much of 2 because I didn't really get all that far in Kingdom Hearts 2, and I never played the side stories like Birth by Sleep or whatever. But didn't some of the Final Fantasy characters like you, Ares, and Squall have a part
Yeah, they did.
in what the hell was going on?
Yeah, they
So
did.
it's like, how the fuck do you exclude those characters? And then on top of that, I think Cloud, you fought Cloud in, I think, what was it, Kingdom Hearts 1 at the Coliseum with Hades, because Hades done tricked him into something or whatever.
Mm-hmm. Actually,
Which, by
Kingdom
the
Hearts
way,
1 is the only one I didn't play in the main line.
I think he was in 1. I think Hades, I think that was in 1. Which, by the way, Cloud's appearance is baffling. They did that on purpose because Vincent was supposed to be in there, but they cut Vincent and added Cloud and decided to put Vincent's attire with Cloud. That's why he looked like Vincent. But yeah, Vincent was supposed to be in Kingdom Hearts. How the fuck does that happen? I don't even know. How would you even put Vincent in Kingdom Hearts? But it... Oh god, I almost died.
Dang, it's so bad with the Kingdom Hearts. After I beat it last, like at the end of last year, I forgot I've even played that. Oh, that's so bad.
So have you played 3?
Oh yeah, I played it when it came out.
Oh.
Fortunately.
Did you beat it?
3?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't sound too happy about it.
That game, I don't like it. Most people didn't like it. Kingdom Hearts 3? Oh no. I have a lot.
What you didn't like about it?
The whole ending part was really rushed. That's why I feel like the whole DLC thing, like when they're explaining the organization,
That was
that was,
to happen.
And they didn't make Kyrie. She was supposed to be more important, but she didn't.
She didn't do anything. Yeah, because that kind of pissed me off. Because her Keyblade was awesome, and I was to using that motherfucker, and it never came, and I was like, what the fuck? My whole thing about that DLC, is it just me, or is DLC just being dropped later and later? Because that DLC is dropping what, sometime this year, right? It's not out, is it?
No, not yet. I think it's coming out soon.
You wait a year after the game been out to drop the
Kingdom Hearts 2 just feels rushed, because especially if you play I don't want to spoil it, never mind. Does anyone really care about spoiling Kingdom? I'm sorry. Dang, that's so mean. But one of the last roads feels empty. If you know what Disney World I'm talking about.
It felt empty.
Yeah. There's literally no NPCs in that world walking around.
Yeah.
That was weird.
Yeah. I don't know. I did enjoy Andy's World and Pirates of the Caribbean World.
Oh yeah, those were great because those were new. You notice that?
Yeah. And
they did something different. They didn't just reenact the whole Disney like the other games. They actually changed the story around.
Have you ever seen Pirates of the Caribbean?
I saw 3. I didn't see 4. Whatever. How many?
So you never seen 1 or 2?
No, I saw 1 and 2. I saw 1, 2, and 3.
If you pay attention to the scenes in Kingdom, what the fuck? I press square. If you pay attention to the scenes that happens in Kingdom Hearts, it reflects the scenes from the movies.
Oh.
It does. Like, The perfect example is when uh what is it? Who is it? Jack, Elizabeth, and um what the hell is his name? Barbosa? I
Barbosa,
think
yeah.
so. Goes to face someone, and it's like a sandy area, and it's like the three of them lined up to face Jack and someone else. It's the part where they trade Jack off to for something. I can't remember. The angle and everything is straight from the movie. And then there's another scene where Will becomes the captain of the Flying Dutchman, and he goes down with the ship, and Elizabeth started crying because she thought he was dead, and then the ship came back up with him as the captain, and Barbosa was like, "Oh, poor Elizabeth, she can't be with Will anymore because he's the captain of the Flying Dutchman." That actually happened in the movie.
Oh,
Yeah.
this is making it worse. Why did I think that it didn't happen?
it, it 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 does happen in the movie. I looked at it, I was like, "This is straight from the movie."
Oh, that make
And then of course they put in "Let It Go."
yeah, they did. Was that needed? I'm sorry. Oh, I beat the game, by the way. Done.
Oh, did you?
Cortex is done.
Oh, thank God.
Dead AF. Wow, actually, it's quite alive somehow. I don't know if it survives that, but
Yeah.
how far did you get?
I am on upstream.
Oh, backtracking, right? You actually got to.
Yeah.
Okay, you got to the. Okay, I thought you meant like.
I'm not that far behind, jeez. But I'm pretty far.
What percentage did you get to?
I don't know. I'm about to get this gem and then I'll tell you.
I'm just gonna skip the credits. No one needs to see that.
No, it's a race. Who the fuck wants to see the credits?
Make sure, right?
I'm
Yep,
at
100%.
83%.
Dang.
Yeah. I was behind. I was behind. But that's okay. I knew I wasn't going to win anyway. No regrets. All right, but that's that.
Man, I am never playing this game ever again. By the way, for people watching, and we can see this, I completed this. I have 4 100% saves now.
How many saves do I have? I think I just got 2.
Jesus, game.
Well, technically, it's not 100%. One is 104. The other one is 104.
I have
Because the
104,
storm you sent.
but I overwritten it because I didn't save it. I had it on my autosave because I didn't know. Then I should have probably manually saved that. Kind of sucks.
Mine is say autosave disabled.
I have mine enabled. I mean, I could have disabled it, but
yeah, mine is completely disabled.
Huh.
Which is fine. I don't need that embarrassment to be memorialized on my PlayStation. But congrats, you put me out of my misery. Because I know I was lacking. I was just thinking to myself when we were talking about Kingdom Hearts, this game yet? Oh, man. But that was fun. I thoroughly enjoyed this. And I hope you guys did too, especially at my expense. I dropped so many F-bombs.
I think that's going to be fun watching back.
Oh, yeah. You're going to have fun editing this. Which, by the way, he's editing. It's just being uploaded on this channel. And if you are into indie stuff, right?
Yeah, indie content.
Yeah, you should go ahead and you should check that out. Some pretty good stuff. Oh, I meant to ask you, how's your artwork coming? Because I know you've been dabbling with pixel art.
That's been going really good. I've been doing a mix of digital and pixel for the last over a year now. I started
Yeah.
last October, and every day I started drawing.
I've seen a few of your posts on Twitter. I said, man, he's getting really, really good, especially with your pixel art. I really like that pixel art you do.
Oh yeah, it was a struggle at first, but yeah, I wanted to kind of create a game, so it's like I was like, I might as well start with like characters. So
Yeah, that's the first start. Just don't have him wear 10 outfits like T. Don't do that.
don't worry, 10 outfits, all DOC.
$2 a piece. Don't do that. Oh man. Well, I have fun, and I don't know, guys. Maybe we'll do another race. We did do a Spyro 2 race back on my old channel before I got rid of it. And I did win that. I do have the footage of that. But since the Reignited trilogy is out, maybe we could do a rematch on that. You never know with us. We just talk about it and we just go about it.
Yeah, that game seems much better than this.
Yeah, than the original. Yeah. It definitely seemed easier. Although that you can't do the flight trick in the first world, because the first world where you get the flight, and if you have to know how to do climb in order to get the other orb, but you can have access to the
Oh, in the cave, right?
yeah, you can't do it in the Reignited trilogy. You have to learn climb, because as soon as you enter your flight meter, it goes down so fast. Like, it's impossible to do it. You have to do it the original way the game intended you. Yeah, that bites. But we could talk about that, another time. Let's just go ahead and wrap this up.
Okay.
All right. But thank you guys so much for watching. And it has been an awesome time, and awesome, a little over 2.5 hours. That's not bad at all. At least that's what it say on my Elgato. And thank you, Nak, for joining me.
It was really fun. I enjoyed it.
Yeah, for what it was worth.
I enjoyed this victory.
Oh, fuck Slippery Climb. Fuck the lab.
Those are the two hardest, right, for you? It's probably it's probably the lab.
I died a lot. I died a lot in those levels. And the lab, it was more so the bonus round than the level. I think I died like twice in the level. But the actual bonus round, I died multiple times. That and the high road with the damn turtles.
Yeah, I died a lot on that one too. That was pretty hard.
That one can go to hell as well. But anyway, if you would like to see more Let's Plays or weekend walkthroughs from the channel, please be sure to click on the links in the description below. Please also be sure to check out Nak's channel. But until the next race or Let's Play or weekend walkthrough, or whatever Nak has going on in his channel, you guys take care and have an awesome day.
See you next time.